So what is up, people? Today we're going to be talking about fats. We're going to be discussing about if it's good or not, and I think it's good. I think fats in the diet are really good, and I'll be telling you why. For the past 6 years, while I've been training and focusing on using fats in my diet to help my overall health. A lot of people these days, they look at fats and they demonize it. They think fats are bad. They think fats will get them fatter. They think fats in the diet will somehow make them lose progress. They think fats are bad, and then people focus on low-fat diets, and I think it's wrong. I think you need fats in your diet, and I'll be telling you guys why. But first of all, before telling the why, you gotta know the what. So you gotta know what are fats, you gotta know what it is. So in this video, I'm gonna be discussing about that. What fats are good and what fats are not, and which ones to take and which ones to stay away from, based on my 6 years of training that I've done, and which fats, that I've seen that actually are good. And back to the little whiteboard, of course. I love the whiteboard, I love using it. So are fats bad? That's the question. We have fats, we have saturated fats, we have monounsaturated fats, we have polyunsaturated fats, and we have trans fats. So these are the fats that are found in most foods that we consume on a daily basis, depending on what you consume, of course. And so I'll be covering all these today. So the first one on our list is fats, just fats that are found like in nuts and meat, oils and stuff like that, that some of them have simple fats. So we're going to be looking at, examples here. I'll just pull one out. These nuts, these walnuts that I have. Here on the back it says fats. The camera doesn't want to focus, but we can see that there's 20 grams of fats and there's 2 grams of saturated fats, but we'll go over that. So fats, it has like 20 grams. So those are like your simple fats. Those are fats that are going to be absorbed in the body, and those are good fats in general. So that's just an example of what, fats are, and some terms basis, blah, blah, blah. So saturated fats are crucial for the synthesis of hormones. So saturated fats aren't inherently bad. It's just that they're bad if they're overconsumed. They can raise your LDL, and your LDL is the bad cholesterol, and your HDL is your good cholesterol. Having an increase in saturated fats can increase your bad cholesterol, but if you have a moderate amount, it won't increase your LDL too much. So what we have here is vitamins A, D, E, and K, and these vitamins are fat soluble. Being fat soluble means that the vitamins need to be absorbed with fat in order to get absorbed in the body. So like the body absorbs these vitamins with fat. Fats or saturated fats, usually your body takes in those fats to metabolize those vitamins, and so that your intestines can absorb them and convert them into your body. So examples of saturated fats, we can find them in beef, we can find them in pork, we can find them in butter, coconut oil, and cheese. And usually these fats help with immune function, it helps with skin, it helps with hair health, it helps with cognitive function. It helps as well with hormone production. It helps with nutrient absorption. And so based on what I said, so we do need saturated fats, but up to a certain extent, because we have to take into consideration that saturated fats do increase LDL levels, the bad cholesterol. But we have to moderately take in those saturated fats. On saturated fats, we have to understand that we got to keep it under 10% of our total calories. We know that saturated fats can increase LDL, and that's why we want to keep it at 10% of our total calories. You can check the dietary guidelines of Canada or America. They usually suggest 10% of total calories. We want a higher HDL ratio than our LDL. So if it increases LDL, it's bad. As long as we don't go over our 10% of our total calories in a day, then our LDL should be fine. So another fat to cover here, we have monounsaturated fats, which are very good in the diet. This helps lower your LDL, which is your bad cholesterol, and this helps increase your HDL, which is your good cholesterol. So for example, this is found in nuts, it's found in avocados, it's found in peanut butter, it's found in olive oil. So monounsaturated fats have high levels of vitamin E content and really high levels of antioxidants. The vitamin E in itself is an antioxidant. So this powerful antioxidant will help your immunitary functions in your body. It's going to help with inflammation, because we know that antioxidants reduce inflammation in the body. You want your body to be less inflamed as possible, so that the cells can absorb the nutrients. So if the cells are not inflamed, then they can thus absorb more nutrients. And so having a good amount of antioxidants in a diet can help you absorb things better. So the next type of fats that we have are polyunsaturated fats. These are fats that include both omega-6 and omega-3 levels. And when you eat these fats, you want a higher omega-3 ratio than your omega-6, because omega-6 can cause inflammation in the body, and omega-3s actually have an anti-inflammation property to them. And so you want to pick foods that have polyunsaturated fats that have higher omega-3 levels. So you want a higher ratio of omega-3s than 6. These include fatty fish, salmon, and stuff like that, chia seeds, or even sesame seeds. Usually you want a ratio of 6 to 1. So 6 being omega-3s and 1 being omega-6s, so that your body remains in a anti-inflammatory state, which is what your cells need to properly function for proper immunitary functions. It's a very crucial thing that you need. So another fat we didn't cover is trans fats. This bad boy, okay, we got to stay away from this guy is no good. This guy makes our LDL go up, so that's our bad cholesterol, and makes our HDL go down, which is our good cholesterol, so we don't want that. Okay, we do not want that. Like, it's not the same as saturated fats. Saturated fats have a lower effect on this thing, but trans fats, transformed fats have a really high significant change to your LDL and your HDL, really increasing LDL and significantly decreasing your HDL, which you do not want. Okay, so you want to stay away from trans fats, okay? Transformative fats, you want to keep it low. You want to keep it really low. If there's something in your diet that has trans fats, just really try to keep it low. And so usually it's found in, like junk food, artificial foods, or, fried foods. And, like mostly packaged foods, things that are going to be inside the aisles in a store. You got to look out for that one. So let's say if I take this olive bottle for, olive oil. Let's say, I don't know if I can zoom in here. I don't know if you can see, my God, you can't see shit. And it says trans fats, well, 0 grams. It's not zooming in, but in this one, there's 0 gram of trans fats, which is what you want, So going in a store, you want to look at the label behind, and then you want to look for fats. Fats are good. Saturated fats are low. Trans fats are no, that's very bad, no touchy. And you want mono and polyunsaturated fats. Those ones are good. Okay, and that's basically what you got to look for in a store on a label in the back. That's how I've been doing it for the past 6 years. I've just been looking at labels and back, and I've been looking for these main aspects just to keep my health in check. So what we can learn from this video of like what I was talking about fats and stuff is that, fats are good, okay, you need it. Fats are good because they provide the essential raw materials that you need to have good hormone functions. So those raw materials I'm talking about are just like, cholesterol, the fatty acids that come from fats itself, help with hormone secretion and just overall body functions. And we know that fats, reduce inflammation in the body, such as, omega-3s, and fats also help enable the absorption of vitamins that we crucially need, such as vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, and vitamin E. And these are vitamins that we need in our body to help overall immunitary function and to help our hormone functions. When you have low-fat diets, it can be somewhat dangerous, because your health is being put at risk. You want a diet where there's good amounts of fats. You never want to have too much fats, and you never want to have low enough of fats. You want to hit a good ratio. You want to hit a good macronutrient ratio. A good amount of carbs, good amount of proteins, good amount of fats in your diet. Just like everything in life, you don't want to overdo it, but you don't want to underdo it as well. Like you want to keep things in moderation, have a good balance, and that's why it's important to have a balanced diet. So that was it for my video, and I hope you guys have a better output on fats and how they're actually good in your diet, and not just a demonized thing, because people just see fats as bad, and they don't see it as something good, which I find is sad. Fats are good. You gotta give a little love to the fats. Fats are good. So that's it, folks. That's all I had to say for this video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.